Good morning, dear students. How are you today? We are going to start the class. First of all, we are going to see a video, okay? Please pay attention because I am going to make questions. When you finish to watch the video, okay? Please, you are going to pay attention.
What are some activities you like to do? I like swimming. I usually watch TV on the evening. Sometimes I bake apple pie. What are some good habits that you have? I always get up early. I do exercise very much. I guess I'm a real fitness freak. I don't drink soda and I eat a lot of vegetables. What are some things you do every day? I get up at 5 a.m. I go to work by bus at 7 a.m. I come back home at 5 p.m. and I have dinner at 8 p.m. every day. Do you have any bad habits? Yes, I have. I often stay up late. I usually drink a lot of coffee and I never clean my room. It drives my mom mad. What is something you eat almost every day? I eat a sandwich, apple, and vegetable every day. What do you do at your job? I'm a baker and I make bread. Is there anything you do only once a year? I celebrate my birthday. I visit my brother once a year. What is something you do about once every month? I have a haircut every month. What do you do in your free time? I play the piano and sometimes I go to the cinema. Don't forget to subscribe to our...
As you can see in the video we are talking about routines, okay? So, Diego, what is the topic that you think we are going to practice? The present, okay. The present what? Sebastian, very good. The simple present. We use the simple present to talk about routines, okay? The boy in the video was talking about his routine, okay? Now we are going to explain the topic. Please hold on. Okay, dear students, as I said before, we are talking about simple present tense, okay? Simple present tense. We are going to talk about the use. Regular habits or daily routines, okay? We are going to use the simple present to express the idea that an action is repeat or usual, okay? The action can be an habit, a hobby, a daily event, or something that often happens, okay? For example, I play soccer. I play soccer. The school opens every morning at 7 a.m. He always forgets her bag. Every 12 months, the earth circles the sun. Okay, now we use the simple present to indicate the speaker believes that a fact was true before, is true now, and will be true in the future. It is not important if the speaker is not correct about the fact, okay? It is also used to make generalizations about people or things. We can see examples. Cats like milk. Caracas is the capital of Venezuela. Windows are not made of wood. We use the simple present to schedule events in the near future. Speakers occasionally use simple present to talk about scheduled events in near future. This is most commonly done when talking about public transportation, but it can be used with other scheduled events as well, okay? The bus examples, the bus leaves tonight at 6 p.m. When do we board the plane? The party starts at 8 o'clock. We can see examples. Now, the simple present, we have to know that the simple present is used with adverbs like always, often, usually, sometimes, rarely, never, every day. You have to memorize these adverbs of frequency, okay? Because we can use these adverbs on the simple present, okay? For example, always. I always come to school by car. Often. I don't come here very often. Usually. He usually eats breakfast at 7 a.m. Sometimes. Sometimes I go to party. Rarely. She rarely cooks. Never. She's never late for class. Every day. They sleep early every day. Okay? We can see the adverbs of frequency in sentences with simple present tense. Okay? Now we are going to see the grammar rules of simple present. To form the simple present, we add an S to the infinitive form of the verb in third person singular, okay? We are talking about he, she, and it. We have to add an S to the verb, okay? For example, I live. If I say he, she, or it, I have to say he lives, she lives, it lives, okay? I sing, if I say I sing. If I say he, she, or it, I have to say sings, okay, with an S at the end, because we are talking about third person singular, okay? We have to remember that. Now, but when the verb ends in O, SS, SH, CH, X, we add ES, not just S, ES, okay? We can see the examples. I go, she goes, he goes, it goes. Okay. I kiss, she kisses, okay? I watch, she, he, or it watches. I wash, he, she, it washes. I fix, he, she, it fixes, okay? We have to add not only an S, because these verbs ends in O, SS, CH, SH, or X, okay? We have to add ES, not just an S. Now we have another rule. A consonant followed by Y, the Y changes into IE and we add an S, okay? For example, I study, he, she studies, okay? Now we have another rule. A vowel followed by Y, we just add S. For example, play. We had an A before the Y, we just add an S. But in the example below, we have to add we have to change the Y for the IES, okay? Now, to form negative and interrogative sentences, we need the auxiliary do, okay? Do or does in the simple present. This means we have to add ES in the third person of singular, while the main will be used in the infinitive, okay? If we use auxiliary do in interrogative questions, sorry, in interrogative sentences or in negative sentences, the verb is going to be equal, okay, in infinitive. Like, okay? No matter if we are talking about third person of singular. If we are making a question or a negative sentence, we have to use the verb in infinitive, not adding an S, an EAS, an AES, okay? Because just we add the S, the EAS, or S just in affirmative sentences in the third person singular, okay? Now we can see the grammar structure. Affirmative, as I said before, subject, verb, third person of singular, okay? And complement. Sorry, we add an E or S or ES in the third person of singular and the complement. Now in negative sentences, subject, auxiliary do or does. Do we use for I, we, you, they, and we use does for third person of singular, okay? He, she, it. We use does, the particle not, the verb, and the complement. And now in interrogative sentences, we use the auxiliary first. We only change the order, okay? From the affirmative sentence. We first put the auxiliary. It can be do or does. We put the subject, the verb, and the complement. And obviously the question mark, because we are talking about a question, okay? We have to add the question mark. Now, here we can see again the structure. In negative sentence, in interrogative sentences, we see that we have the verb in infinitive, okay? Just leave in negative and interrogative sentences. In affirmative, we see an S in live. He lives, she lives, it lives, okay? We have to remember that. And we use does for interrogative sentences in third person of singular. We use doesn't in third person of singular in negative sentences, okay? We use don't in interrogative sentences with the subject I, you, we, you, they, okay? And interrogative sentences, we use do for I, for you, for we, for you, for they, okay? And does for interrogative sentences with third person of singular, he, she, or it. Okay, now we are ready to practice. Please hold on. I am going to share you some activities. Okay, now we have affirmative forms, okay, exercises with a present simple, okay? I am going to choose student by student to answer every question, okay, every sentence, to complete every sentence. Okay, Shamir, the first question. I blank in Australia. We have live and lives. What form of the verb we use? Live. Very good, Shamir. Live. We use live because we are talking about I, okay? Not third person of singular. Now, Diego, number 2. Very good, live. You live in Mexico. Very good, because we are talking about you, not third person of singular. Now, Sebastián, number 3. He in Brazil. Lives. Very good. We add an S to the end of the, very good, the verb, because we are talking about he, a third person singular. Now, Roberta, she lives. Very good, lives, because he, she, it are third person of singular. Sorry. Okay, we continue. Sebastián, what answer I have to choose? Yes, very good. It lives, because we are talking about third person of singular. It, okay? Now, Maritza, we in England. Very good, live. We don't add an S. We live in England. Now, Andres. Very good, live. You live in Turkey. And the last one, Adriano. Yes, they live in Spain. Very good, okay. Now we are going to make another exercise, okay? Thanks for participating in this activity. Okay, now we are going to do a worksheet, okay? First, you are going to do individually the worksheet, the exercises, okay? And then in pairs, you are going to correct, okay? You are going to choose one classmate, and in pairs, you are going to correct the sentences. What you have to do? We are going to do a grammar error correction, okay? With present simple, obviously, positive, negative, and questions. For example, okay, we have to find and correct the mistake below. For example, in number 1, he go to bed very early. It is not correct because we are talking about the person singular. It have to, in the verb go ends in an O, okay? So we have to add ES, okay? The correct sentence will be, he goes to bed very early, okay? You have to do that with every sentence. You have to correct every sentence, okay? Once you finish, you have to correct with another classmate, okay? So let's complete the activity. Okay, once you finish the exercise of grammar error, you have now to make a test, okay, an online test, an online quiz. I am going to share you the link so you can join the test, okay? It's obviously about simple present. Okay, you know the platform quizzes. We have worked on this platform before, okay? You know how it works. I am going to make a quiz and you have to join the quiz by a code that you have to put on the platform, okay? Your name, the code that you see on the screen, and then you are going to answer individually every sentence, and then that score is going to be sent to me automatically, okay? And I am going to see your scores, okay? So we are going to start the test. Remember, it's about affirmative sentences, interrogative sentences, and negative sentences in simple present. Okay, you have to choose the correct option. Once you finish the test online about simple present, I have to tell you that we have homework today, okay? I am going to share you on the classroom, the platform classroom, the following worksheet that you have to do, okay? At home. What you have to do, you have to fill in the blanks to complete the sentences, okay? Use the words in the box below. You have to complete every sentence with the correct form of the verb that you have here in the box, okay? You have to complete the 12 sentences. You have to do in your notebook, okay, as homework. And if you don't have any question, this is all for today. And so thanks for being here. Thanks for your attention and participation. And we'll see you on Monday, next class, okay? Have a nice day. Bye-bye.